Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Across midfield, and just shedding him off there. And he gets this one down to the 24. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Patriots at 4-7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward. They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Patriots defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. And nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over first and 10.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
First down, Chargers.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. You look at this Patriots defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
It is so difficult to run the ball against that defensive front. They make short gains like that feel like 10 to 15-yard runs. Everything's an effort.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Herbert now. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync. And, yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for...
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here's Mecole Hardman. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 26. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And fights through one man. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked in the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Here's a 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that different result. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll look to throw. Looking for Thornton, and he's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Here's a diving catch right side. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was impressive.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Breaks through the contact. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They don't throw the football like crazy. But the way to open...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 68 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. Room past the 35, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a play fake here on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert, quick pass out wide. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Dobbins trying the left side. Shifts past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 127 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chargers. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 2. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 140 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And they'll run on the inside handoff. In the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. How did he stay on his feet? And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Herbert going to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Chargers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
That is caught, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Chargers, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.